Yeah, I mean, Phil's progressing slowly. It's an opportunity for him to uh, head home, reset, continue to move forward, and when he comes back, we'll be welcome him back with open arms, and just I think just from the progression standpoint and things not moving quick, it was just a different avenue to try and push things along. So.
Is there a concern, or not concern is the word, but is there a thought that perhaps he might not come back this season?
I think we're hopeful that he will be back. Again, just where things were at here, we're just trying a different approach, a different avenue, and so this is more just a reset to go home and take a different look at it. So.
And as long as we're talking about injured players, where are we with Capo?
He's on the ice. He's moving forward.
He didn't make the trip down here, though.
He did not. No. He has not been out there with us yet.
The second line, had a pretty good game last night, got a goal, and they've been pretty consistent for you guys all season. But you feel like the last handful of games, maybe they've been missing that finish that they had early on. And I guess how would you like to see them get that back?
I thought they were fantastic last night. So, I mean, they're generating chances and doing their best to put them in the back of the net and capitalized on. We're able to capitalize last night, but for me, they're still generating at a very, very high level. So I would like, would they or I or we as Rangers like to see more going? Of course we would, but you can't always control that. What you can control is how they're going about their business and what they're able to do on the ice, and they're doing some really good things.
The first line has, I feel like when the finish maybe hasn't been there, the first line has really been able to step up. When you have a 1A, 1B line like that, how does it make it easier for the team to, I guess, sustain the ebbs and flows of the season?
Yeah, I mean, we need everybody.
Yeah.
You need everybody. You need your defenseman contributing, and Will Cooley with a nice goal last night. You need everybody contributing. So I thought that we had enough looks to win a hockey game last night. So, there's probably from a defensive standpoint, you never give up no shots and no scoring chances, so there's always things you can do better. If we had just tightened something up, tough break on the last one with a broken stick and not able to clear a puck, but as far as like what we put into the game and what we invested, I think that if you can bring that on a consistent basis, you'll win a lot of hockey games. And so it didn't go our way. Everybody's unhappy or disappointed about that, but I'd like to see us come back and build off of that last night.
I mean, I know you weren't here a year ago, but a year ago in this building, I guess, Lav was scratched. And obviously he's had a great year for you. So when you look at what he's done, how far would you say he's come since maybe the start of the season when you came in here and, maybe you didn't know who he was? And all that?
That's really a hard. From the start of the season, it's been all positive, and so that's all I know. He works hard. He's really playing with confidence, and he's a contributing factor on the line that Molly's talking about. They generate a lot of chances. They feed off of each other, and they read off of each other, and they work consistently to make that happen. And so, my dealings with him have been all positive.
I was wondering about. Has he given you the consistency that you were looking for? Even though he went X number of games without scoring a goal, you were happy with his play during that?
I was.
Time?
I said it at the time. So again, it goes back to Molly's question again. Do you want more production? Yeah. It doesn't mean that he wasn't generating inside of the games that he didn't actually score a goal. It just means that it didn't go for him. And I think that happens with every player around the league, where at some point they. Your season and your individual careers can never just always go up until they shoot through the roof. There's these ups and downs that goes with it. And so I always look at the game. I look at the performance of what the players are doing on the ice with regard to that line, with regard to Lav. It's been consistently, for the most part, good.
What did you make of the Jonathan Quick leg save?
I thought Jonathan, especially early on, we had to get past the first 8 minutes and figuring out their forecheck, and eventually I thought we did. But inside of that, he had to make a couple of saves, and that certainly was, you know, a leg lift that saved the goal. There's no question about that.
Peter, you've known this group very well as an opponent, but now that you're behind their bench and we're, you know, a person of the game, what have you learned about this group that you've liked to this point?
I think we've competed really hard. For the most part, it's never, any coach will tell you it's never always perfect, but for the most part, this group has competed really hard and given ourselves a chance to be successful and work hard in practice. Translates into games, and because of that, we've been able to win some hockey games. So I appreciate the work that they bring on a daily basis.